Hi, so today what I wanted to talk about and share with you is a topic that just keeps coming to my attention as I work with families in terms of parenting. And it is just frustration, right? Normal frustration, impatience that happens when everything we put out there is not heard. And it just seems like you've tried everything, they're still not listening. They're still defiant. What do we do? What do we do if we can't lose it? What can we do? So the answer is almost harder than some of the other topics regarding like how do we sculpt behavior in the children, because this one really needs to happen before any of that can happen, especially in those real high frustration situations. It's basically you as a parent recognizing where in your body you first feel the tension right before you lose it. Once you become aware of that, that's important data. It's almost like on your dashboard when your gas light comes on or your oil light comes on or your, God forbid, engine light comes on, and you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. If you ignore those things, same thing. We can avoid losing our executive function, which is what happens the moment we let that feeling go over into a full-on like outburst, or usually coming from one of our default, fight, flight, freeze, fawn, whatever that is. And from there, we aren't going to make progress, as you know. So once you can recognize that neural pathway that happens, you say, I need time out. You go to the bathroom. You do one of 3 or 4 things, starting with you can do some paced breathing. So you can breathe in to the count of 5, hold it, and then as you breathe out really slow, all the way up to a count of 7. Do that 4 or 5 times. The second thing is to do some paired muscle relaxation. That can just be your belly itself. So you can just, kind of breathe in, tighten up your belly as hard as you can. Don't cramp yourself, and then slowly breathe out. Relax as you breathe out. You can think in your head, if it helps, the word relax. Again, if you do that 3 or 4 times. Another one is to turn the faucet on and let it run, get it as cold as you can. And then for up to 30 seconds, you just keep breathing, splashing your face with it for up to 30 seconds. And already your blood pressure will start dropping and it'll adjust your central nervous system. You can even pick and choose a few of those. Now your body's really starting to come back to neutral, which is the place upon which you can make, your executive function decisions. You can start coming from a place of higher impact that'll actually land, right? FBI hostage negotiators have identified the phenomena of the evening FM voice. It doesn't matter as much what we say. We could say the same thing. No screens tonight. It's not going to be any screens tonight. It literally changes a receptor in the person's brain that helps them to get that information and tend to pay higher attention to it. But if we set it from a higher octave and yelling and screaming, it would just slam doors and the whole thing would be shut down. It just gets so old, and we are ready usually at that point for something new. So give it a shot. Thanks.